gonna help them out, except for using a Shallow Grave onto the PL.
I mean, in most cases, Dazzle's a very, very solid support, right? Like, he's great when it comes to lane harassment because you have the poison touch. And in most cases, you zone out those heroes with the poison touch. But I think in this game, I don't see that harassment potential being there because you're laning against an Enigma. This Enigma was, I think Enigma was picked after the Willow Terrorblade, right? It was second pick after the Abed Tiny.
Yep. So getting caught in the black hole could be a problem for Gambit, because the only way they can cancel it is either Spike Carapace, Zeus Ultimate. Other than that, they have no way to really cancel it.
Can you cancel it with the Underlord route?
I should be able to. So
yeah.
So getting BKB is really, really good.
We'll just have to see how the lanes go. We'll do a quick team introduction as well. So I will start with Gambit on the Radiant side. So in the top lane, we have Vanscore playing on our Dazzle, King R on the Nyx Assassin. We've had some issues trying to pronounce the Terrorblade's name. We still haven't figured it out quite yet. We came to the conclusion it's like Draxac or something.
Let's call him Drax. No,
I think
Daxac.
Daxac, sorry.
Daxac.
Something like that. We'll keep trying. We'll keep trying. In the middle lane, on our Zeus, we have Afro Ninja. My goodness. And then finally, we have on our Underlord, Old Akliabi. We'll find out what his name is in a second. You'll do Fnatic.
Alright, on the Fnatic side, Undying will be played by Jabs, and Tiny will be played by Abed. Willow will be played by DJ. He's going in to get the creep, but nothing gonna happen here. PL will be played by MP, and Ice will be playing the Enigma, but they are laning together. I think one of them will TP out, but I'm not sure which one. But it looks like they want to try to get this first blood. Looks like Enigma is the one that's gonna go away. So it's gonna be a tri-lane versus this solo Underlord, and Underlord gonna TP straight away. Same with the Willow.
Okay.
Alright, gonna stun the Enigma, and the Bramble comes out. So this still not gonna happen. But they're gonna TP out Vasco now to the bottom lane to help up Terrorblade.
Alright, so the lane swapping shenanigans will begin. We'll see if anyone wants to change anymore. I think they should more or less maintain those stable lanes. But the matchup you're looking, if you're Fnatic, what's the matchup you're looking for? Is it Terrorblade versus Enigma? Is it PL versus Terrorblade? What sort of matchup do you think?
I think it'll be the bottom lane, right? I mean, the kill potential is there with this Undying and also this PL once this Metamorphosis duration ends. But Vasco is there. Doesn't have the Shallow Grave, but he does have the Poison Touch. You were saying about the Poison Touch changes, you loved it, right? So what's up with that?
What? Oh, the changes with the Poison Touch? I mean, Poison Touch, especially with some of the games that we've been seeing, Dazzle harassment with the Poison Touch is amazing because they've changed it in that whenever you throw Poison Touch on a target, the duration refreshes as long as they are taking hero damage. And the combos that you love to pick up with Dazzle is typically Dazzle with any long-range hero to refresh the poison, and even illusion-based heroes. One of the more popular versions of this is actually Dazzle PL, because PL just keeps throwing his illusions at the target, and that just continuously refreshes the duration of the poison touch. So with particular combos, it is quite devastating, as we see another lane swap coming in for both of these teams.
Yep, and they're gonna send back the Underlord to the bottom lane against this Undying and TB, which is the next assassin. Most probably this Dazzle will come back to the top lane, I believe, soon. But now they do have the next assassin to support out this Terrorblade.
Yep. Middle lane though, Abed is just styling all over this Zeus. He's got 13 CS, 5 denies compared to the 6 CS of the Zeus. So Afro Ninja's not doing that great. We did sort of touch on this during the drafting, that Zeus, although he can stand at a range, typically...
The first goes to Jabs there, diving behind the tower, getting the kill onto the Underlord.
Yeah, typically as a Zeus, you're not going to be able to get those kills onto a Tiny, let alone a Abed Tiny. And look at that harassment. He just throws creeps at Afro Ninja. Can't do anything. It's a really hard game. Oh, I might get the kill?
For it.
No. He already used the toss. If he held onto the toss, he should have been.
Oh, nice.
Style.
Throw by Abed, like not throw, like.
It's okay, we got it.
Yeah. All right, the stun not gonna connect until ice, but I'm gonna clean up this Eidolon. But too bad, the split just happened. So he does have 4 creeps to farm with. At the same time, Willow gonna pull this creep as well. And bottom lane, we see Undying going very, very low. Does have the DK going for Vesco. Vesco need to be careful. Doesn't have enough mango to cast another DK, so we're gonna back off.
This is such a weird laning phase coming out from Fnatic because they
in the mid lane, Afro Ninja being body blocked by Abed. Does he have any more skill to cast? Not yet, but he's gonna chase and got it. No, the toss! Oh, get a kill! Abed again. What a play.
Yeah, they're gonna have to get some help for the Zeus. Afro Ninja strike. He even tips Abed. He's like, well played, dude. Well played. Speaking of the laning phase though, crazy laning stage because we have Ice in the top lane with MP. So your off laner is in the jungle protecting your carry, whereas your supports are actually farming in that bottom lane. Although Jabs did change lane, he's actually heading on over to the top lane himself, but they're giving EXP to the supports, and this is something that you don't typically see this early on for teams. They don't really prioritize their supports, but Fnatic realize they can kind of get away with this. I think if you're Gambit, you've got to come up with a plan B to sort of slow this down, or at least ensure that their cores are just not getting free farm.
Right, they're gonna see Ice here trying to get as much experience deny. But look at here what's happening here. Terrorblade. And Dying is here to help out. Did get the DK stack onto 3 heroes there. And use the illusion to block. Nice play coming up from Dex Sack. But here comes Ice. Gonna use the Melon Fist, but stun comes onto the Undying. They're going for the carry, but now
Rune got stolen.
Yep. Ice gonna get the rune.
Yep.
Well, Vasco did get one as well by the bottom lane. Vasco.
That was great. All the runes being taken. So the runes, it was 1 for Vanskor, so a Radiant rune and 2 Dire runes. There should still be 1 rune on the map, unless it got denied. I think it got denied. Probably would have been the bottom lane tonight. Oh, Vanskor, man, fighting Jabs.
Oh, he does have enough mana to cast Soul Rip and the Decay. We're gonna back off first. He's going after him now. Thinking about it. We're gonna back off because there is another support coming from the back. King R, next assassin.
Look at all the heroes in this middle lane though. They've got the Nyx, they've got the Dazzle. They're trying to make sure that Afro Ninja is going to be okay in lane, but look at Jabs just being a nuisance.
And he's dancing away.
Chipping away at Vanskor. Well, Vanskor's been struggling a little bit.
What do you think about this DJ being left alone here to farm out and get level? I mean he's alone the whole time.
There's nothing wrong with it. DJ, he's one of those supports where if you give him any sort of resources, he can normally transition those resources into kills, into map control. So for them to put a little bit of extra priority into DJ, if they get away with this, I think this is a huge boon for Fnatic, because suddenly your Dark Willow, who you would typically see as a support, is going to hit level 6 at about 7 to 8 minutes, and he can solo kill with Beldum. So if anything, if you're Gambit, you've got to be worried because these heroes on Fnatic, they're just using the map so efficiently.
Oh, they're trying to get this tower. The siege creep is there, but this will force the metamorphosis to come up from the Terrorblade. But they do have 3 heroes on the top lane. Kill potential is there.
Oh, bottom.
Bot lane. Discount will be there, but no follow-up damage, so they're gonna back off. They're not gonna go for the kill. And this guy is quite tanky now, 1000 HP. On this Underworld. For a very long time, we'd never seen this hero, but what's up with this pick then?
What pick?
Trying to combo with some Underlord?
The Underlord pick? I mean, they seem to want to play with that global presence because you got the Zeus with the Thunder God's Wrath, provides your team vision. If any fights are happening in any of these lanes, they could always just come in with the Dark Rift on the Underlord. Great disengage as well when it comes to those team fights. Just throw the Dark Rift while your team is trying to retreat. It's great for safe retreats. But combo-wise, I'm not really seeing anything here. I mean, like the only combo that I could really get is probably just a Pet of Malice and then throwing in like a Nimbus. But that's a bit much, to be honest. That's thinking far ahead.
Yep.
They need something now.
Not doing that well though. Doesn't have the boots yet by the mid lane. King R gonna rotate, gonna get the DD rune onto the Underlord on the other side.
Speaking of the Underlord, also don't forget the Atrophy Aura. The Atrophy is gonna be very handy against the PL.
Yep. PL and the tiny hit really hard, but still it hurts.
it's hard, but it still hurts.
Yeah, it's a lot of damage reduction, but it still hurts because the damage output is just too much. now it's Nick's Assassin versus Kingar in the mid lane. Kingar needs a spike, but look at the level difference. One guy is level 9, the other one is level 3. And he's not that far away from his blink as well. We were talking about this. If you can get a very good blink timing, this game is going to be disastrous for Gambit.
It really looks like it is too, because Gambit, they've almost effectively lost all their lanes. The only lane that they're not doing too bad in is that Terrorblade lane. Terrorblade is getting his farm, but I don't know, I'm still not really seeing the game plan here for Gambit. If anything, their lineup, yes, it's going to be strong with the Terrorblade, but you're going to fall into, I call this a bit of a trap, where you throw all of your net worth onto that one hero. That one hero dies, you don't have another backbone. They've essentially just crippled the foundation of your entire draft, which is that Terrorblade. And Fnatic, they're obviously recognizing this, and they're saying, we're not going to let you hit that point in the game where Terrorblade will become your backbone. He will be a burden. So I think for Fnatic, they're just doing so well with just micromanaging everything. Their economy, they're doing really well. Their levels, I mean, if we look at their levels right now, the level difference is quite jarring. I mean, look at Tiny, he's level 10.
Yep, and very, very close to his Blink Dagger as well. I think one more creep wave and should be able to get it. And he's moving forward. He might spot this Terrorblade. Terrorblade knows he's here.
Okay, MP. He's stepping forward too. There's a fight down bottom.
Ooh. I think my close and dying, but no, the one that's dead is the Underlord. And that's 2 kills for Fnatic DJ.
Great job. There's going to be 3 bounty runes going in the way of Fnatic again. I think the other rune got denied again, so...
And Blink is coming in the courier for Abed.
Abed already has a blink.
Yep, 10 minutes and here the Blink, and I think this Zeus gonna die like really, really soon.
Oh, he's going to die. The supports are here. Although, could it be the other way around though? The supports on Fnatic, they're going to back out instead.
Well, he needs level 6, he can use Terrorize, anything goes wrong.
Yeah, unfortunately for Gambit, the mobility for their team really isn't there. Speaking about Gambit's draft and their ability to sort of catch heroes, they don't have that much catch mechanism. Dazzle, not great for chasing. Nick's Assassin isn't too bad. Zeus is a bit too slow to really chase down anything. Underlord, again, not a chasing hero. He sort of wants to just stay put in this one area and to fight in this small zone, so he can utilize the Pit of Malice as well as the Max Firestorm. He could be dying though, because we've got a really big backstab coming in here for Fnatic, and this is the Blink Dagger on the Tiny.
Smoked up, and they're going to use the scan as well. They know someone is there. He might break the trees. Yeah, he's going to break the trees. Malafy straight away, Blink in. Toss, and he's dead. And killing spree for DJ. All heroes.
That's the first Avatar's combo kill. And just...
Oh, they might go for more. They're going to spot Vascor here.
Oh, Vanskor messed up as well. He tried to dig through the trees.
And the toss is enough to get a kill. And DJ going to get double kill. Dominating streak for DJ.
Creep betrayed Vanskor. That's so upsetting. The level difference is getting worse as well. 11 on the Tiny, 9 on the PL and Enigma. The highest level on Gambit is their Underlord. He's level 8, followed by 7 on the rest of the cores. Gambit, they are in shambles. They will be able to Dark Rift the Underlord out, but they're going to start losing towers. That's something you don't want when you're running the Terrorblade. You want map control, you want the map to be open for him to farm, but it just feels like Fnatic, they're really closing all these doors and saying, you can't cross this line. You cross this line, we come and find you.
Yeah, that's very, very true. But they're gonna trade the tower mid for top. But I think Fnatic definitely will be happy to get this mid tower, despite losing the top tower. They're gonna open up so much map control, and they see Abed there, but they don't wanna go. Blink is available for Abed, so not being controlled, and they're gonna get the tower. And PL doing really, really well. They're gonna have a Hood of Defiance as his first pick as well. When it comes to his itemization and going for his Diffusal Blade next. And this hero counters Terrorblade really, really hard back then, but it counters him super duper hard now just because instant death. Onto the Dazzle.
Yeah, I also wanted to point this out earlier. if Ahnberg can insta-give the Underlord, who is the tankiest hero on Gambit, just imagine what he does to the rest of the lineup. So things are just not going to be easier here for Gambit.
Ice in a lot of trouble. He's going to get rooted as well, but MP going to try to do as much as possible, but Afro Ninja going to get a kill way, way away from the mid lane to get a kill. They're gonna push the bottom lane.
Really nice kill, 500 gold going in the way of Gambit, but they're gonna need a lot more kills like that. A lot more. Even if it's just one hero, it will contribute to the team. But I'm just worried they missed their timing window.
That score is finally level 6 now. Just have one level on to the shallow wave. Only one level. He's maxing out his poison touch. Understanding the capability of that particular skill now.
Seems to me that Vanscore just acknowledges that he's not going to survive the fights. So he just says, I'm going to throw the poison touch. Maybe I'll get lucky and I'll get a grave. That'll be my contribution to the fights. Because I simply will not be alive for the majority of them. Which I think is a really smart idea if you're a Vanscore, considering how the game is going. He just gets sniped right off the face of the earth super quickly. So just being able to contribute anything, it'll be helpful. But in a game like this where you're losing and you have
Ahnberg, that Redeye gonna be used, gonna land on one, but the root and also the first one will be there. Bottom lane, they might restart this push again. They're gonna find one, they're gonna toss away that Underlord. Now Underlord is a lot of trouble. He doesn't have the ultimate. I don't think he's gonna survive even if he used it. So they're gonna get another kill and Ahnberg dominating streak, and they will push this tower down easily and quickly. I don't think Gambit have any ways to defend this.
No, they don't have a lineup that can really defend. They've got this sort of defensive, hide inside your base lineup, wait for Terrorblade to get big. But your Terrorblade isn't getting big. Yes, he's farming. But Fnatic are taking all your towers, taking all your map control, hoarding all of this gold. They can just pick up early BKBs on their heroes and just be done with the game. By the time Terrorblade finishes up, for example, not a Yasha, but maybe something more along the lines of like components of a BKB. So Gambit's time, like if the pace continues like this, their time in this game is going to run out very quickly because they're running out of towers, they're running out of things to throw at Fnatic to buy time.
Yep, Tiny's done with Echo Saber as well, so they do have additional slow now. Another blink. Toss back. Yeah, to his team. Should be dead. Bedlam is used as well, and Fnatic MP will get the kill, and the tower goes down quickly.
So I suppose the last resort is, well, we've got to start throwing some heroes at them now because we really need some space. Top lane, they did manage to push a tower, 2 towers with Dax, which is really good. It's going to be more gold going in the way of the Terrorblade, but I just fear this is not enough gold.
Yeah, and he's not rushing for his BKB as well. He's going for SNY? Could be going for SNY.
Looks like it, to be honest. Unless he was going to build up a... Oh, it was Dragonlance.
Oh, Dragonlance
okay,
into
Dragonlance
Yasha,
into Yasha.
It's going Dragonlance to Yasha, so he's not rushing his BKB, but they do have King R to buy space for them now.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Moving forward, being pinged.
Now take a look at their items.
Jabs now, but I don't think King R can do anything here.
So looking at the item progression here for Fnatic are doing a really good job at itemizing their heroes. So it looks like their plan is they want to slow down a little bit. Oh, bottom. Trying to get Underlord. Not quite.
Oh, it's close! Oh, the Bedlam, a bit too late, but it was so close to killing that Underlord before the ultimate.
Not quite. They were very close. There was a Midas picked up on Ice. We have a component of a Yasha, I believe, being built up. Oh, Diffusal Blade is completed on the PL. Diffusal Blade completed. DJ looking pretty tanky himself, going to be going for a Spirit Vessel. I think it's almost completed, just need to grab one more piece. Ahnberg looking very strong as well. Is this an Echo Saber? Oh, he's actually just picked up an Ogre Axe. He wants to go back for a Shadow Blade now.
No, I think he finished up the Echo Saber, just that the courier died before he could deliver it.
And
he's going for Shadow Blade now.
Makes sense.
Yep.
And then final hero is Undying. Can't really expect much from Jabs. Although they are smoked up, looking for a kill. And if they run into the Terrorblade, that'll be great. Dax is here, but so is Vanscore. They see him Poison Touch. That was a really good decision from the Dazzler. He just saw them coming up the hill. He Poison Touched them immediately, which gave enough time for Dax to run in the other direction.
Yep, and also the ulti coming off from the Zeus giving vision, saying there's 3 heroes there. buy time for him, so they cancel the blink from the Tiny as well. So great play from Gambit, saving the TerraBlade there, only losing their support Dazzle for that smoke gang coming out from Fnatic. DD is on the bottom lane.
Got another 3-man rotation here for Fnatic. Don't think they're going to catch up Dax. Dax looking to TP to the bottom lane, so he's okay. But they kind of know the general area of where the TerraBlade is. Love the warding coming out from the Dire squad as well. Lots of wards, giving them plenty of vision to see some of these movements from the Radiant side. You got one at the top, one near the secret shop, and one in the bottom lane, in the lane as well. This is great because it's going to be a very good. It's not going to be a very easy ward to spot. Typically, you don't de-ward any observers that are sort of sitting in lane like this. So all this extra vision for Fnatic is just going to help them set up for kills. Whereas you look at Gambit, I mean Gambit, their vision isn't that fantastic, to be honest.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. And they are forcing a pipe onto the Underlord. It's very, very close. It's probably going to help out a lot with this tiny combo. Wouldn't die that easily to the combo anymore. But it's a very, very good item for the whole team as well. They're going to use the ult. They're going to spot everyone. But what can they do now?
I think at this point, just try drag the game as long as possible. I think that's pretty much the only play you can make at this point. So we'll just have to see if they're going to be able to do that, because at this rate, with how fast this game is going, I still don't see Gambit being able to really pull through with the TerraBlade, but he is catching up in net worth. He is now sitting in 3rd place. He's past Ice, who's got the Midas, sitting in about 700 gold behind Ice, and they're going to go for a kill.
Going for Tiny. Tiny's getting low, but they're going to use ulti here. Underlock. Yes, he's using it. They're going to bring Vasco out, but Vasco's already dead. Here comes Drax, but he should be able to Dark Reef away, and he's going to save the team. Again, Vasco, the only one dying for his team, and they are going for King Arnold. They don't have the vision. Sentry?
Ooh, no vision.
Yeah, no vision, no detection, and King are going to give all the information Gambit needs.
If anything, Gambit might need to look to invest in some observer wards. Their only ward that they have right now is sitting next to the Dire secret shop. And they were going to go for a kill on the DJ. It'll be a difficult one though.
Oh, he's dead though. There's a mega kill streak going to that Underlord as well. Speed up his... Oh, he already have the pipe. He's going for Crimson Guard now. This Underlord is farming really, really well.
I mean, Underlord is great when it comes to farming. He just sort of runs in, throws a firestorm, and be done with it. So, if anything, Underlord is doing his job. If he can finish up the Crimson Guard, that will be a lot of sustain for his team.
They're gonna kill that. Getting a kill onto Vascor again. Can they go for more? There's no one nearby. And Ice does have the Blink Dagger going for the BKB. I believe there's only one Black Hole so far in this game.
I don't think he's used Black Hole yet, has he?
They used once when they killed the Underlord, but only the one that DJ got double kill.
Ah,
yeah,
right.
Yeah, he used it that time once.
But aside from that, he didn't use it at all.
Nope. The scariest Enigma is anyone that doesn't use the Black Hole. So he is playing the scary Enigma.
The mind game Enigma.
The mind games. And Ice is known for that mind game.
Sometimes you just don't know what the guy's thinking, to be honest.
Sometimes I do think the same thing. It's like, what the heck is this guy thinking? Yeah, but that's what makes him like super special.
Exactly. We all love him. Shadowblade on MP. Interesting choice, but it seems to me that he sees himself as a threat now. He can solo kill the supports very easily. He can even maybe go for a solo kill onto Zeus, because Zeus, very mana dependent, can't really get away from the Phantom Rush. So he's just going to be able to walk all over the Gambit heroes.
Yeah, and Zeus doesn't have a force staff as well, so if you get purged and you're just dead. Can't really do much. Not a lot of the next assassin is there to help out. But they're gonna get the Roshan, MP will get it, and this could be a high ground push for them, but Tombstone is down for another 40 seconds, but Black Hole is available for Team Fnatic. Nice. Gonna go to the top lane. Looks like he wanna push this top lane tower as well. MP, Shadowblade use, chasing, looking for someone to kill.
Yeah, he's not gonna find anyone here. It's empty down here. Everyone on Gambit, they're actually in the bottom lane, but they're pushing this tier 2 tower, surprisingly enough, and it's all going uncontested.
They should be able to get it. They're not tipping their the carry, so support to help out. A line is drawn by Zeus saying that push the tower down, then TP straight away. Oh, they're gonna get it for free.
I have to say this is a very interesting choice for Fnatic. A lot of teams love to prioritize saving their own towers, but Fnatic, they're not biting. They're saying, we want to push high ground on your side of the map. We will force you back. It won't be the other way around. And I think this is to a certain degree a play they need to make as well, because if they keep trying to go back to defend versus the Terrorblade, the game's just going to draw longer and longer. Terrorblade's going to keep pushing out all these lanes, and at some point they're just never going to be able to push. So for Gambit to make this sort of play, like, they're trying, but now that BKB is now completed on Ice, who also skilled up the 15 cooldown reduction talent instead of the 150 gold, he's going to be an even more threatening force, because Black Hole, the cooldown, I mean, 15%, sorry, it's quite a lot for an Enigma, especially for a Black Hole duration.
Yep, because his ultimate is a very long cooldown ultimate, but we see, look at the tier 3 in the top lane for Fnatic. It's nearly half HP already, but now there's a backdoor protection thanks to Abed, but they're gonna go for the Terrorblade now. Doesn't have the mana to Sunder, like we said. Have a big mana problem when fights PL, but they're still chasing after him. Shadowblade up, Abed is chasing after him, being pinged. He might be spotted, but he's gonna try to TP out. Can they cancel this TP? Looks like he will be able to TP out. Nice play coming up from the Terrorblade, safely TP'd. And yeah, just buying time, pushing wave, so that this Zeus will be able to get here. But here they're gonna get one kill. Oh, Vastor again, dying.
Yeah, it's a poor Dazzle. But he does get a Observer Ward out though, so gonna give his team some vision, but it gets dewarded by Enigma now. Ice has a gem.
It's like every time Vasco dies, it's because he's warding. He's like, okay, I placed the ward, guys. Alright, guys, I'm dead. So it's like all the 3 times he got caught in the enemy side is when he went and planted this particular ward up here, and now he died because he was planting the ward somewhere here. So they kind of sacrificed him just to get the small little bit of information throughout the map. But they are gonna try to get this tower now, the tier 3. They are trying to go for it. Enigma Black Hole, BKB is available. Don't have to worry so much. They don't have any ways to cancel it now.
Yeah, nothing at all. So what's the play, Gambit? How are they going to approach this? They can nuke the PL. There is a Veil on the Zeus, but they're going to do it soon if they want to do anything at all.
Oh, Soul Rage is there to help out MP. He still has the Ages of the Immortality as well, so didn't care, but Abed jumps in, gonna get, oh, he tops the creep. Unlucky for him, got the creep instead. But the top lane looks like someone is doing a big split push, and the tower is so low there.
I think they're gonna lose it, unfortunately. DJ is not gonna be able to kill off this catapult. Oh.
And yep, and they're gonna get one tower, and looks like Gambit is the first one to get the tier 3 tower.
Yeah, Fnatic, they're all okay, PO.
Gonna get one, and Black Hole gonna catch one at the back, but it's only one, but they're gonna go for that kill onto the underlord, but he's very tanky. They're still going after him, buying so much time for his team. That Black Hole not gonna get a kill, but he's still alive! God, this guy is so
top
tanky.
lane, Raxus.
Oh, and Raxus is going down. The Terrorblade is doing so much, but now TP comes in for Abed. He might be able to get a kill onto the Terrorblade. Yes, they can. Now Kingar is the target. They're gonna go and gonna use himself up, and should be dead here. He's still running away. Abed jump in, toss. They do have the Malefice as well, and they should be able to get a kill. So they managed to hold one Rex. The ranged Rex dies, but the melee is still there, so no super creep for them. But they're gonna get 3 kills from there. 4 kills instead.
I think MP's just going to keep pushing. He also got a kill onto Vanscore, so the only hero that's left alive is the Zeus. So this PL, he's going to start working down this tower, and there's no way they can stop him.
That's it. So is there. He might be able to go to this one. Veil used up. Now, Afro Ninja has a lot of power. He's still there.
Oh, Afro Ninja, gotta be careful. This is a PL.
Not much mana anymore, but he can still spam 2 spells. And MP going to use Shadowblade and run away straight away.
So nice little revenge play there for Fnatic. They lose their Rax, but they were able to take a tower down themselves, thus exposing the Raxes on Gambit. Honestly though, props to Terrorblade. He's done a really good job this game. Dax, even though he's not the highest net worth, he's able to push the lane and even managed to take a Rax by himself. Unfortunately, it's only the ranged racks, it's not the melee racks.
Yeah.
But I think at the end of the day, just taking a tower down and having a racks in your favor, it's always going to keep that creep wave pushed out. So
You know, they're gonna have vision from the ulti from the Zeus. Doesn't have the Aegis anymore, but it's very, very close to his heart.
are we going to see some
Radiant's top
backstabbing
shrine is
for the
under attack.
Nyx? I mean, there's no one here to help out the Nyx. I suppose it's just to get vision for the team. Just see where everyone is. They see the Tiny, ping out his location, so his teammates can run in the opposite direction. And I think that's the play there for Gambit. You still do not want to engage into Fnatic regardless because of the
Radiant's
Black
top
Hole,
shrine is under
Cursed
attack.
Crown, Bramble Maze, and even just a insta-gib there from Abed as well. Very, very scary.
Abed is done with BKB as well.
Radiant's top shrine has
Way
fallen.
ahead now, but MP is still leading the network chart.
I don't think it's going to change anytime soon though. I mean, MP's just done such a good job at farming. He's going to grab a heart next as well, so when it comes to those sieges, even though there's a Zeus on the enemy side, free HP regen. And a Zeus, for his HP regen, he only has a Yules, which isn't really that sustainable versus a PL with a heart.
Yep.
Because a heart costs nothing, whereas spells cost mana.
Oh, they see him. They're gonna go use the Curse Crown. Bramble Mace is there as well. He's gonna use up himself. Shadow Realm, but now stunned by the spike as well. Another stun comes out. Abed might be chasing after him, but that toss should be enough to get a kill, and DJ will do the last link there to get that
Dire's
kill.
bottom shrine is under
Nice
attack.
rotation coming up from Abed as well, trying to help out the small little Widow, and he will help out to
Bottom.
get a kill. Bottom lane, he's gonna go for the Terror Blade, burning all his mana, but the TP gonna come up from the Underlord. He's being slowed straight away, gonna use the ultimate, and he's gone.
Ooh, great play coming out from the Underlord. TP in a wild casting Dark Rift.
The Uber Lord is there to help out.
But how much more can the Uberlord provide?
For
Because
Trent.
at this rate, the game, they're slowly choking out Gambit, they're out farming Gambit as well.
Radiant's bottom shrine is under attack.
He doesn't have the ultimate for another 2 minutes, so he can help out anyway.
It's all basically just the all into the Terrorblade basket game.
Radiant's bottom
Although they
shrine
can sort of
has
fall back to
fallen.
the Zeus, he's got Ag, so Nimbus is now up for Afro Ninja. So some of these fights, they could be quite scary for Fnatic, especially if they try and manflight a Terrorblade, there's suddenly going to be a Nimbus around.
Yep, and Terrorblade not going for BKB still. He feels like need to go for this very tanky item like Skadi, because all the heroes actually hit very hard. This PL, this Tiny, both that hit really hard physical damage wise. Is a lot of damage coming out from both heroes. So it's like, you know what? Maybe I just play from behind, hit people from the back. So hopefully no one jumps on me and kill me. So no BKB for him for now.
Raxes are going to be started on by Fnatic, and they're trying to work down this melee Rax, which if they take it, it's already a much bigger win than the range Rax given to Gambit.
Yes, well, gonna get caught inside the root, but will go out because the ultimate of Dazzle will be on him. But with his armor, I don't really care about this Dazzle's armor reduction as well. They might be going in again after this, but MP looks like gonna TP top and defend the
Dire's
base.
top barracks are under attack.
No, it's the Undying. Undying will be the one to TP top to defend the
Dire's
base.
structures are
Same
fortified.
with the Willow.
A really cool curse crown there from the Willow. I just want you guys to leave. Thank you very much.
But Toby is actually doing a really good job buying time.
He is. He's doing a really good job. He's also farming. That's the biggest thing. A lot of Terrorblades, when they feel quite choked up in a map, they sort of don't know where to farm. But Dax, his decision making when it comes to farming, I have to say it's on point. He sort of knows the places that he can be, places that he can't be, and his limitations of what he can and can't do in those lanes. So I have to say Dax is sort of keeping his team in the game regardless.
Yep. He's still up there.
Dire's courier
He's
has
still
been killed.
thinking about getting this Rax. Gonna use the Manta and gonna TP out straight away. Black Hole is available. He's gonna use it. No, he's gonna use the Malefice first. And yeah, but the terrible illusion doing so much damage. Nimbus is used as well, but BKB is being forced. And they might go for this one. Tiny. He see him.
Radiant
And he'll jump up. Avalanche Storm. Is it enough? He's gonna use
Oh!
somewhere. And he should be able to run away now. He's not gonna fight this Tiny.
Did Abed think he was going to insta-gib him? It seems
Yeah,
like it.
maybe. But the PL from the back doesn't have the Thunder now. The Rarex have to run away. You're gonna use the Manta and try to run, but MP is chasing after him. Does have the Phantom Rush. The Root Gonna cancel any attempt from PL to get this kill.
22. Oh my goodness, the score is 3-2-2.
Ooh!
Um,
3-2-2.
yes. Unfortunately, the
Do you think Fnatic gonna throw this game now?
no, I don't think they should. I don't think they would, but you never know.
You'll never know.
You'll never know.
This
Terrorblade
TV is doing well, yep.
Terrorblade has passed the Enigma now, so Terrorblade is starting to slowly become that force to be reckoned with for Gambit. Although I still feel that Fnatic, they're in such commanding control of this game. They've got 14k net worth lead. They're going for the Roshan now, and if anything, the superior Roshan is on the side of Fnatic because of Black Hole, Amatos, Bramble, Cursed Crown. They're just too good. And Ahmed gets another kill. It's again, it's always on Vanscore. I don't know how Vanscore does it. He has this brilliant skill of being able to just get caught out by Ahmed. Maybe we should give props to
That story
Ahmed.
is the pieliedie of the previous winner, right?
Yeah, maybe.
But of course, when he dies, they give a lot of information. But I'm pretty sure Gambit knows this is happening, just that they can't contest this. If they contest, they will lose the game straight away. And TerrorBlade gonna continuously push the wave in the bottom lane as well. He's very, very close to the top tower. At the bottom tower, sorry.
So Fnatic grouping up. Oh, they I don't know if they visioned. They know that King R is here. This is an illusion of the Terrorblade. I think they're gonna
Stun,
see
double
it.
stun is there as well. Double combo and should be able to get a kill. But again, the TerrorBlade is safe. One guy dying just for the TerrorBlade.
They didn't see Dax either. He was just in this little tree line here. Really good play from the Terrorblade. And now I got another smoke. Oh dear. Who is going to go down this time?
You're gonna use this shallow grave and straight away TP away. You know that the TP.
Hey,
the
it
PL
depends. It depends if Vanscore dies again, okay?
He's
Because
like,
it always
no.
seems to be Vanscore.
Even if I TP, I will die straight away. Better use shallow grave before I TP out. And he's gonna TP out straight away. Enigma going for the refresher orb now. Although he didn't go for that gold talent, his gold is very high up. It's like he does have as much gold as the TerrorBlade, and he just passes TerrorBlade as well without the gold talent.
I mean, Ice can get away with this though. They're spending most of the game farming, and it seems like Fnatic, they're prepping for a really late game scenario, which is why Ice didn't invest in the gold. He said, my hand to Midas is good enough. I'm just going to go for the cooldown reduction because this is going to be very helpful as the fights get more and more frequent. Because you're going to have maybe the chance to go for double black hole.
They do have the doppelganger. He's gonna jump out. But be
Oh, he got
very
stuck.
careful though.
Hit a malice, he got stuck twice.
Tombstone is there. They got no way to kill this Tombstone, and Jabs is just right there behind. MP just gonna heal out with the heart and gonna start hitting the rights again. But Nimbus is still there. There you go. Abe jumping in, stun onto 2. We're gonna use up straight away. MP gonna jump towards the dead score, but Shallow Grave is there. Abe gonna get healed out by Soul Rip, and MP might get rooted again. But he's a doppelganger.
Playing it nice and slow. These illusions though, they could finish up this Rex. It's super low, 100 HP. And MP's gonna finish it, but is this too greedy? Is this too greedy?
Aegis is really cool. Aegis, the refresher is completed on Ice Access as well, but he's in the top lane. They want to get involved in this engagement. Pipe is ready for Jabs as well, so they don't have to care about this nuke coming from the Zeus when they push. Tower is down, and so as the melee ranks. They got what they came for.
Yep. And so Fnatic, the best option will be to take that top lane if they can. Just make it as difficult as possible for Gambit to defend, because you can't defend both side lanes. It's very, very hard to defend both side lanes. They might even need to sacrifice a Nimbus to protect that bottom lane, because they could send Terrorblade down there, but without the Terrorblade, that's a big chunk of the offensive potential just not available for Gambit.
TB now, BKB completed going for his battle fight. He's getting big. I'm not sure if he'll be able to fight all the 3 cores of Fnatic though. I mean, he's up there, but there's a PL, there's an Enigma.
These Raxes, they're exposed. And MP doing a fantastic job of just slowly chipping them down.
And 2 melee Rex down.
Oh, BKB by Dax. And then Ice. The scary thing about an Enigma chasing you is that he could just turn around and black hole.
Very close, dying, go to slow.
Refresh. Oh, Okay, the Knicks should be
Oh,
able to
he's
grab
got the
him.
Mix Assassin gonna get a kill onto the Enigma.
That's pretty big too, because Ice used his BKB charge for that. I mean, he has used it a couple times, but it just leaves this lane open now for Dax. But you can see already that the supports on Fnatic, they were thinking about going up top, and this made Dax, he feels uncomfortable. Dax doesn't feel very confident staying in the top lane, but can they catch him out though? Oh, they see jabs. They're scared. They think there's like a backstab coming in from Fnatic.
It's possible that Ahnberg is there, so they're really worried about that, because it's possible that he couldn't use his Thunder, or even if PL comes in, King R really have to protect this hero.
Yeah, Ice even tipping Dax. That was a bit of a delayed tip, but it's all good. Tip is a tip.
They're gonna see, they're gonna have the vision due to the Nimbus. Stun then land onto the Willow as well, and he's gonna remove this ward as well.
So Fnatic just camping themselves in that top lane, getting ready for that push. And again, the defense from Gambit, they're going to try and defend. They're trying so hard to push that top lane with the Terrorblade to cut the creep wave, to stop them from that push. But I think at some point, something's just going to have to give. It's either going to be Fnatic just saying, screw that top lane, we'll go middle instead because that's pushed. Or they just keep being very stubborn, keep pushing that top lane until all the efforts from Dax just becomes nullified because they can just push this creep wave. Is that an illusion? Yeah, that is an illusion. They actually forced out a glyph, I believe, to protect the Praxis.
That's the backdoor protection. They're gonna catch the Willow now. Stun comes out, so Vexcor is here. The root should be enough to get this kill. Oh, not still alive though. The Dark Rift.
No.
Oh. No, Vexcor couldn't get into the car and he will die.
I thought he was in range.
Yeah, I thought he was inside the car, but no, apparently not.
He just opened the door.
Yep, and looks like Black Hole was used there as well, so no Black Hole for the next fight.
I don't really think Fnatic care, to be honest.
About the Black Hole? No.
Yeah. I think Ice was hoping it would... he probably knows this doesn't cancel the Dark Rift, but maybe he thought there was some more duration left for the Dark Rift, but this Rift, it's maxed out, so...
Is there. Someone is going very low. Undying is dead, but BKB forced out as well onto the Tiny. But the Terrorblade doing so much damage. MP getting low, but he's fighting one-on-one with him. You'll stop now, King RD. Does he have the stun though? He still have the mana for it, but he's not going for it now. He's going to use the Thunder onto the King RD. King RD, very low, Midnight Pulse, and the zombies doing so much damage, but they killed the two supports.
Yeah. Oh, Ice is
jumping in. Yeah, with the illusion. Black Hole used the they're gonna catch one, but they're gonna cancel straight away. And Ice is dead now. Couldn't use the BKB straight away there. Now they're gonna chase after PL. You stop again. Will they get a stun onto him? Yes, they got the stun, and he's very low. MP is dead. MP is down, and he's chasing after him for more. No, Ahnberg is not there.
That was a very interesting decision by Fnatic. They decided to fight without their supports. Ice was maybe a misclick here. He popped his refresher, didn't pop the BKB, just went straight in for that black hole.
Straight away.
Insta cancel. That was great from Gambit. So I think Fnatic, they're crumbling a little bit. I think it looked like it was just a matter of just all these misplays coming in from Fnatic, sort of trickling into the fights one by one, the BKBs, and also just going in without your supports. I mean, DJ has a Hex. Like, do you really want to fight without your Dark Willow Hex? And then all your sustainers on this Undying as well. As you're just fighting a battle that is just way too difficult for unnecessary purposes.
It feels like yesterday's VC Gaming game where they gave Paparazzi so much time to farm out, and suddenly the Terrorblade started hitting hard.
Yeah.
And it feels exactly that. Out of nowhere, this Terrorblade is hitting so hard, and even this Enigma BKB Black Hole, if he's not caught, he can actually kill this Enigma by himself. And he have a level 25 talent to increase his attack range as well with the Metamorphosis attack range talent.
Rather peculiar that Fnatic didn't want to try and push high ground a little bit earlier into the game because they had such a vast lead over Gambit, but then now they're deciding to push up high ground, which is where Terrorblade is now hit. He's hit his peak. You know, Terrorblade is now starting to really take it in stride with how big he is, and you can't mess with Dax anymore. You know, he's tanky, he hits hard, he's got the Sunder as well, he's got sustain, and plus he's got an 8-second BKB. Like, that's still a very healthy BKB for 40 minutes into the match.
It is.
So if you're Fnatic, you got to be wondering, you know, where did we go wrong? Was it because we didn't push early enough, or was it because of some of these misplays that we're making?
Yeah, I think it's just that Fnatic is not playing as a group. It's always this one few heroes somewhere else when they're taking a team fight. like the bottom team fight, Enigma was not there. So when they group up, suddenly the Willow was not there. He was dead, and I think Gambit is playing a better 5-team
composition.
yes, compared to Fnatic,
Yep.
and they are
Aeon Disc, by the way, got picked up on ice, so another way for him to survive these fights.
for a few seconds. Yes,
Yeah, could be very
TB
useful.
now, level 20.
20. It's only a matter of time until the Terrorblade hits 25. Once he hits 25, that's when things start to get a little bit iffy versus the Terrorblade. You gotta think like, can we even kill the Terrorblade anymore?
Dire's
But
bottom
only down for the
shrine is
Gambit
under
is they
attack.
cannot contest for done. Although they know this is happening, can't contest.
They can't contest, but you know what they're fantastic at? They're fantastic at cutting creep waves and pushing towers.
Yep, they already sent one illusions at the base, and the illusions clear the wave very, very quickly. The tower now will be in for this illusion. This is down. Fnatic MP will get it. Who gets the cheese? Cheese will go to Ahnberg, while Refresher Shard will go to the Enigma.
Let's pick up the pace, Jax.
PL
So-
is top lane.
I wonder if they're gonna maybe pick up the
Mike
pace.
backs up your MP! He didn't get the stun. PR failed to get the stun onto the MP.
Ooh, does
But
that
Nimbus
chasing
is
now? Could he start
Oh,
chasing?
there go. They know Dark Reef is used immediately. Vescor is the target being hexed up. No, King R, but BKB. No. BKB Black Hole, no BKB. Not touching anyone there though.
It's under attack.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what Ice really wanted to do there.
He's just showing off. I have a refresher up and refresher shut, so I can use my spell anytime I want. I thought he caught the someone else inside the black hole, but there was no one else inside. It was
Yeah.
King RD that was he was dead
Oh,
before the
but they could catch the Uber right here. Uber is
slow
right there.
Stun the cost as well, but he's very, very tanky. Here comes the TV, another black hole gonna catch onto the Terrorblade as well, but Terrorblade as well is very, very tanky. He can actually kill. Refresher orb, but
Where's
he
the
can use straight
follow-up?
away. Oh, he's still alive. BKB up. He can use his Thunder if he wants to. Another one. Yeah,
Where?
he uses Thunder, another kill onto the Enigma. 2 kills. And Ahnberg is there. He gonna get double kill as well, but he can do kill Ahnberg here. PL's coming in, gonna use the break as well. He might be able to get reflection being used there, and he's very, very tanky. Doesn't have the Thunder for another 30-second blink. Vesco does have the Shallow Grave. Gonna use it or not? No. TB is still alive. He's gonna go for another one. He sees him. Gonna use the dust as well now. Gonna get a kill or not? Yes, but PL is very, very low, but he does have the insult immortality. They're gonna pop it, but now it's 1 versus 2. Can they get the kill though? No, they're gonna run away. No, they're not gonna take team fight, but it'll be 3-4-2, and Enigma and Ahnberg gonna fall.
That was a really interesting team fight there coming in by Fnatic. They got the double black hole, but the follow-up was very weak from Fnatic. You would have expected with the double hole, you'd be able to grab those targets. We could see that they were trying to get the kill onto Vanscore because he would have had the Shallow Grave available, so it's understandable that they tried to focus him down. But you need someone to actually be that follow-up for Ice, because he was sitting there, he was just like, I got my Aeon Disc, I got Sustain, I got the 2 black holes for you guys, leave it to me. Through the 2 holes, and they just didn't get the kills that they were looking for. Dax getting kills himself, killing off Ice at the end of the day, and then everyone on Fnatic, they just dropped so low because of all this progressive damage coming in from Gambit.
Yep.
So Fnatic, I mean, they just seemed completely uncoordinated in their team fight. It was like they didn't even know who they really wanted to focus down.
Onto, yeah. And also after using the refresher shot, it kind of gave time for this Terrorblade to actually pop his BKB. So damage from the Midnight Pulse was not there as well. So I don't think, I think the reason Ahnberg didn't even go for the Terrorblade because BKB was popped during the second black hole. It's like, no, if I go in, I'm just going to hit him. I don't think I'm going to hit him hard
Well,
enough.
I mean, Ahnberg was focusing
On the-
Vanscore. He
yeah.
was trying to get Vanscore to actually proc the grave, but I mean, he popped the grave, but by the time it happened on Vanscore, the 2 holes were finished. They already used them. So round 2, we'll see if they can do it. They know where the PL is.
Dire are
Right.
scanning.
Use a scan. Both sides gonna use the scan as well, and both gonna detect each other. And this could be the next team fight gonna witness. But
Radiant's
black hole is
middle
available.
barracks
Yes,
are
but
under
no
attack.
refresher orb for another 30 seconds. BKB is available as well.
There's no vision up there for Fnatic, so it's a bit iffy if they head up there.
Net vision for this mixed assassin as well. They don't have the gem still.
I can
Yeah, they still have the gem on the Willow.
This is going to be a very difficult match here for Fnatic pushing up high ground, and these heroes on Gambit, they're getting farm, they're getting items. It just makes the high ground push even more difficult because these BKB charges, the BKB charge on an ice at 5 seconds. The PL, he has hit 25. He has gone for the 6-second doppelganger cooldown, which I think in this game is great because you get access to more illusions, which means more mana break.
In black hole onto the, who's that? Is it PL? Who's gonna get killed? Goes in now, refresh another one, but they're gonna catch TerraBlade this time around.
Can they kill him?
BKB up. And he doesn't just thunder, does he? No, he doesn't. He just used it. He should be able to kill this TerraBlade. He's dead for the first time after a very, very long time. And they managed to get the TerraBlade, also the Snake's Assassin.
So that was a great play there for Fnatic, going back to deal with that TerraBlade just to make sure Dax doesn't try and go in for any more of those backstab for the Raxes, which is great. And now, with the TerraBlade down, Fnatic could just sort of push on forward in this middle lane, continue on the push. If they force out a buyback on TerraBlade, great. Means they will buyback. And also they could just sort of back up and wait for another Roche if they want to. Like, I mean, Fnatic, they're not rushed to push up to this top lane right now if they wanted to. They just want to force out the buyback. MP has been working on the towers though, but he's going to have to work this a little bit faster because they got to grab something at this point.
Well, they're coming in, but again, Freedman's not joining the fight. A lot of damage coming up from Afro Ninja.
Oh, look at all of that that percentage damage from Afro Ninja's really cutting into MP's HP.
Very, very painful. Same goes with the ulti from them. This Dazzle as well, the armor reduction. Now it's a bit painful. TB will be back in 20 seconds. Buyback is available for him.
There we go.
I'll go back home for now. BKB Fox as well. Dark Leaf is being used. Getting very, very low here. And then he's Dark Leaf, but Undying is very low, but uses Soul Rig and run away. Nimbus is there. He might be able to survive this, and he will. And they want to go for the Rex now. Really being forced. TB is back now. Do they still want to stay here? Looks like they will run away.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
Good stuff for Fnatic, being able to actually get some of those heroes, pushing Gambit all the way back to their fountain. Once they force them back to fountain, they just go back, clean up the Raxes that they were looking for. Now all they need to do is take down all the Raxes, secure their super creeps, and then if they wanted to, they could wait for Roche. Roche is set to respawn, so he might respawn in a minute 23. He's probably going to respawn in like 2 to 3 minutes.
Yep.
So that's a little bit of time for Fnatic to wait, but if they can get Aegis and Cheese before the next push, it's even better.
Yeah,
because I don't see Gambit being able to kill the PL twice.
I think now Gambit's a situation where they can actually contest Roshan. They are really, really farmed up. The Zeus, he was suffering, right? And look at his net worth now.
He caught up.
Yeah.
Afro Ninja did so good with that catch-up farm during that mid-game. I think the Ags was his third item pickup because he started the games with the Yules and Veil of Discord. Then he got the Ags, and the game just became a lot easier for Zeus because he just sits in the back lines, throws in the Nimbus. Then you get the extra range on your Arc Lightning with the Ether Lens. So it's been quite difficult for Fnatic to pierce that backline to kill up the Zeus. And that percentage damage, especially with how late the game is, he is cutting into a lot of the HP pools of these Fnatic heroes. Like your PL sitting at 3.2, you're just a black hole. They've caught 2.
They got 2 and they're gonna kill both of them as well. So the first time they kind of felt the confidence, like, you know what, we can go out and pass the river, but yeah, it didn't work for them this time around. They're gonna get 2 with the black hole. A nice jump from the Enigma.
Great jump. No buyback on the Nyx either. You feel like Gambit, they're trying to make some of these like backdoor plays happen, but they're getting picked off in the process.
Over and over again.
So this, not an ideal situation because there's no buyback on the Nyx Assassin now. I mean, it leaves your base sort of open. AdmiralBulldog could come back if he really wanted to, but look at Fnatic, they don't have a care in the world.
They do have another black hole. BKB used straight away black hole now, catching the TerraBlade. Are they gonna go for the TerraBlade? Yes, they're going for the TerraBlade. Thunder is available, but he's already dead.
Van score!
Let's have the buyback though. Let's have the buyback. He's gonna use it. Yes, he's gonna use it. So everybody gonna buy back. So they're gonna be 4 versus 5 now. Black hole is not available. Refresher off. It's not there as well. So we're gonna go for the last lane of Rex. MP gonna send all his illusion in front, but they are really scared of this TB. They are wondering, can we kill the TB twice?
Oh my goodness, Vanscore, I don't know if he misclicked or if he misplayed. They had the 2 hero black hole. It seemed like he wanted to try and grave the TerraBlade, but it looked like he double tapped and
So
he graved himself. So But I think it was a misplay for Vanscore. It looked like it was definitely like an accidental double tap there that may have been able to save the Terrorblade, get some extra time for a Sunder, and then turn around and fight. But, I mean, things sometimes happen. And I think Gambit, they sort of want to rectify that problem and that misplay by maybe even trying to sneak the Roche themselves, because Roche respawn timer, he's spawning in a minute 20. If they could grab some kills here, this is a fantastic Roche opportunity.
Is right here, gonna use the Nimbus straight away. Can he get the stun? BKB used there, used up. MP is going for the Undying, not Undying, the Underlord, but they're gonna get one kill onto the Dazzle. No Shallow Grave for him now. Undying gonna buy back as well on the backside. King RD being chased up. Ahnberg gonna throw everything, and King R will die as well. And they go for the Willow. Willow is very, very low, but he heal himself up, but now Reflection being used. PL's going for Drax. He just have the Sunder, but I'm worried that he won't have the mana to use it now. They're gonna chase after him. On the backside, we see Ninja spamming all the arc lining as possible. MP getting very, very low. Nimbus being used. MP, he might die here. Gotta be careful. Doesn't have enough mana now. He's running away. He's Soul Rip healing up everyone. And now it's 2 versus 5. And Fnatic might get this push happen for them.
There's no buybacks available on these heroes for Gambit as well. They really need to keep their Underlord alive. He's a major asset in these team fights with the Atrophy aura, but for him to die, I mean, they almost got the kill on the PL, which would have been fantastic, but he's super elusive with the Doppelganger cooldown talent for level 25. I would just say Afro Ninja, he's really starting to kick out some of this damage too with the static field. It's especially with the PL, like he's trying to kill the Terrorblade. Oh, he really wants to get the Zeus.
Oh, he might be able to use up. Is he doesn't want to use it? No, he want to keep the Black Hole for the next one.
There's no buyback.
As well.
No buyback on Afro Ninja if he dies here.
If you want to keep it for hit the Terrorblade, you don't want to use it onto the Zeus, but they will get the. They got it. Oh yeah, they got all the Mega Crypts. All the Rex is down.
The Dire now have
Big
Mega
push comes in. Do you want to go for the GG push here? TB is up. Only the Underlock is not available. Buyback is not there for him as well for another 5 minutes.
Gambit, they gotta hold. They really need to hold this base. It seems like an impossible task at this point, but Gambit, they still have a last-ditch effort. They gotta make sure they don't get picked off.
Let's use right here. BKB used up. But no, Enigma's trying to use Black Hole, but no. But look at the PL. He's aiming for the tower. Tier 4 is down. Only the Ancient is exposed now. Defend is dying with that. But then look, another one used up straight away. Should be dying here. Is he still alive? Shallow Grave is used onto the Nyx Assassin. Is very, very low.
Watch
Should be
Black
able
Hole.
to die. Black Hole, where are you? Black Hole used there, catching the backstop and dying. Yeah, he's dead. Buyback comes straight away, and they're gonna go for a TB. Are you gonna use the Thunder Reflection? Use that, but he is dead. This should be the game, and they're gonna use the Glyph. But is it enough? GG is called, and King RD will call it GG, and Gambit will lose the first game as Fnatic wins. First game of Chaloner.
14-41, 38k gold net worth lead for Fnatic. I mean, these guys, Fnatic, we knew them coming into the tournament. They were going to be a very big powerhouse. But Gambit, I gotta say Gambit were pretty impressive with how they handled the entire game. The backstabs were great, especially with the with Dax going into that top lane, getting that free racks for his team. His team holding the fort while Fnatic were trying to push up high ground. They managed to pull this into a very, very late game.